Goeiemiddag almal. Mulweni. Good afternoon. Het is lekker om julle almal so by mekaar te sien en te weet dat ons het eintlik een baie sterk span van leiers aan die universiteit. Op verskillende vlakke en op verskillende plekke. En dat studente 'n baie belangrike span, deel van die span is. Firstly, congratulations to all of you on the election and appointment to leadership positions, the new SRC, Anina, and others, the nuwe HK's, and all the other structures represented here. We are proud of you. Stellenbosch University offers a unique experience. People ask me sometimes, what is it that you're actually doing? Are you selling degrees? And I say, no, I sell a unique experience. And it includes the opportunity to experience leadership at a high level at one of the most important institutions of this country. Om 'n leier te wees beteken jy aanvaar nie maar net verantwoordelikheid vir jouself nie, maar ook vir ander mense. En dit is 'n groot geleentheid, 'n fantastiese geleentheid. Nie alle mense kry die geleentheid nie. Want dit beteken jy word toevertrou met die geheel van die wêreld van mense, van diere en van die natuur. En jy kry verantwoordelikheid om ons nie te help dink. Changes in society are often brought about by the youth. As we have seen this past year in Tunisia and Egypt, and as we also saw and experienced in South Africa in 1976 and thereafter. In 1976, I was a student leader, part of the SRC at the University of the Western Cape, when the uprisings in Soweto took place and young children were shot in the interest of what was my language and what is my language, Afrikaans. As studenteleiers het dit vir ons 'n groot uitdaging gebring. Die vraag van hoe maak jy hierdie wêreld 'n beter plek? Nie as 'n individu nie, maar deur ander mense met jou saam te neem. Now, 1976, I remembered running around on the campus with police shooting at us, or either tear gas or rubber bullets and sometimes live bullets. And then you know as you run, one day they're going to hit you. One day they're going to hit you. And you have to ask, as a young person, the very important question, what is the last thing that you would like to do? What is the last thing? And then we took the decision, the last thing is we want to see an end to injustices. We want to work for a greater unity in our country. Now, the impetus of 1976 led to the birth of a new society, because many more people have done that. And it happened in many more places. Now we're in a new society since 1994, but if you look around, the challenges remain. And a significant part of the challenges has to do with what happens with the birth and growth of leadership among young people in our country. The issues of race and gender and class are still with us. And it must now depend on you who have the responsibility to lead us forward. Julle is die geslag wat ons die toekoms in moet lei. Nou, hoe doen julle dit? 'n Goeie beginpunt is om te vra, wat kan ek verander en hoe doen ek dit? Dis hoe ons by die Universiteit van Stellenbosch se hoofprojek uitgekom het. Ons het gevra, wat is fout met die wêreld? Wat kan ons verander? En hoe doen ons dit as 'n universiteit? Op so 'n manier dat elkeen van ons 'n geleentheid kry om 'n bydrae te maak, waar ons ook al is, wie ons ook al is, en in watter situasie ons ook al ons bevind. Hoe kan ons die wetenskap gebruik om relevante oplossings te vind vir die groot probleme, en hoe trek ons mense saam daarachter? Hoe kan ons hoop skep waar daar wanhoop is? Nou julle weet, wanhoop is maar soos 'n sirkel, despair is a vicious cycle. You must first stop it by an equally strong movement to the other side of hope. And then you must turn it around so that you can start a new cycle for hope. But it takes time to first get it to stop. To stop the vicious cycle is the big task that we have. Now, we looked at local and international development agendas, such as the Millennium Development Goals of the United Nations. And we distilled 5 themes to guide our activities as researchers and lecturers and students. Somewhere in here, there is something that is bound to strike a chord with you. And I want to share the way I see this with you. Die eerste tema is die bekamping van armoede. Poverty is the root cause of many of the problems we face as society, and it affects everyone. But we don't have to accept poverty as a given. We can change this. And it all starts with the question, what can I do? The second theme of the Hope Project is promoting human dignity and health. Weer eens kan jy jouself afvra, wat kan ek doen? Hoe kan ek help toesien dat mense beter gesondheidsorg kry en dat die menswaardigheid van almal in ons samelewing gerespekteer word? Tema 3 is die bevordering van demokrasie en menseregte. Miskien is dit die een wat na aan jou hart lê. The power is in your hands to make a cross sometimes, but between the one cross and the other cross, between the voting time, what can be done to protect the democracy, to protect human rights? Start by asking, what can I do to help our society protect its vicious, hard-earned freedoms? Which brings me to the 4th theme, promoting peace and security. Vra yourself, hoe kan ek in my studies, in my navorsing en my gemeenskapsinteraksie help bou aan vrede en sekuriteit in ons land en die res van ons kontinent? En die laaste tema, die bevordering van 'n volhoubare omgewing en 'n mededingende industrie. I have no doubt that many of you are concerned about the environment. Your generation is more aware than ever of the need to save the planet Earth. Yet we know that economic development is also important. Now, this is a tough challenge to have a growing economy and a protected environment. But I know that bright young people like you can help us strike the right balance. Question is, what is it that strikes a chord with you, that you feel, this is me, this is my theme, this is the theme that defines my mind and the way I think about the world? Nou, as jy na die temas gekyk het, dan moet daar nog 'n vraag oorbly, en dit is, wat kan ek nou doen? Die hoofprojek klink na 'n baie goeie idee, maar hoe kan ek betrokke raak? Youth throughout the ages, even now recently in North Africa, showed us that youth can change the world in the first place but they can change the world with a specific action, and that is called social activism. Deur sosiale aktiviste te raak vir een of ander tema, vir een of ander saak, waarby baie ander mense se verbeelding aangegryp kan word. You can think of a few things. I want to make ek wil aan julle voorstel maak en 'n paar voorbeelde gee. Ons het die hoofprojek geneem en met 'n belangrike maatskappy gaan saamwerk. Die maatskappy se naam is Give and Gain. So we're working with Give and Gain, and if you go to the website www.giveandgain.com, you will see that you can make things happen for the causes you love. This is exactly what a bunch of guys who wanted to do their bit for cancer awareness did. They started growing mustaches. Julle het seker laas jaar November die klomp manne oral gesien wat al snorre laat groei het om geld in te samel vir cancer. And it all started with one Mo bro who went into the Give and Gain website, signed up as an activist and created a project. And by using the power of social media, the Facebook, Twitter, Flickr, YouTube, the campaign spread like a crazy mustache. En nou as jy in November maande kyk, dan roep hulle weer mekaar op en dan is geen man se boelop meer veilig nie. Die hoofpuntprojek is ook op Give and Gain. So dis die ideale geleentheid om pret te hê vir 'n goeie saak. Vriende by mekaar te maak wat jou tema deel, wat voel hulle is aangegryp deur dieselfde kwessies wat jou aangryp. Kyk daar links op die skerm, daar is tans 25 aktiviste vir die hoofprojek op Give and Gain. Now that is my challenge to you today. I want each of you to become a Give and Gain activist for the Hope Project and to have as much fun in the process as possible. Be creative, enjoy it, find the things that make you move and make a difference in the lives of many people. Daar is 'n stuk of 30 hoopprojek-inisiatiewe om uit te kies. Insluitend die Frederik van Zyl Slabbert Instituut vir Studente Leierskapsontwikkeling. Somewhere among the many Hope Project initiatives, you are bound to find one that appeals to you, that you can unleash your creativity on, all for a good cause. Daar is byvoorbeeld die ES Water Instituut. Clearly, the Water Institute is an initiative that is addressing huge needs. Who amongst you will come up with a cool idea to grab South Africa's attention so that we can get more of the purifying nanofiber filters to people who do not have access to clean water? I think you can turn around the lives of many children who will tomorrow, the day after, and next year, suffer and die from bacteria in their water. I think many people will be happy to support the cause of ensuring that people have access to clean and safe supplies of water if you can come up with the idea that can energize them and turn them into activists. Another example is the Stellenbosch University Food Security Initiative. Weereens is daar 'n groot behoefte wat hier aangespreek word. Ons het nou almal gehoor van Somalië en gesien hoe dat mense swaar kry, rondgejaag word in hulle eie land. En dan voel ons dikwels so magteloos, ons weet nie wat om te doen nie. Hulle weet ook nie meer waarom help te vra nie. Wel, hier is 'n geleentheid. Give and Gain roep almal van ons om aktiviste te wees vir die hoofprojek en skep op innoverende wyse die geleentheid vir ander mense om voedselsekuriteit in Suid-Afrika en elders op ons vasteland te bevorder. Ons moet meer maties op give and gain het vir die hoofprojek as wat ons ander mense het. En ek hoop dat julle die uitdaging sal aanvaar soos julle leierskap ontwikkel en kyk na hoe julle ander mense kan aanmoedig om groot take in klein stukkies op te breek en suksesvol te wees met die skep van 'n beter wêreld. Ladies and gentlemen, I started off by saying that you are the generation that will lead us into the future, that you will have to do it, that you will do it, that you will have to do it with the social activism, and that you can do it with the technology that you have in your hands. People look at you and they see you as the leaders that will create a better future. They hear many leaders shout, many leaders saying interesting things for good or for bad, and they know that is not the most important thing, is not who is there now. The most important thing is who are the people coming up who will become the leaders and take this country into the future. And you are those people. Die hoofprojek is die instrument van hierdie universiteit om julle te help om saam met ons betrokke te raak. Now, dazzle me with what you can do by using the Hope Project. Thank you, baie dankie en kosie.